Taberne Talks, we're back again. All right. We have a special guest today, one that goes far back. Okay. Not too far.
Yeah.
But far back.
Yeah.
Jessica Johnson. Now, I worked with Jessica. She reminds me about 16 years ago at a time of Century 21. She was working at Century 21. At that time, I was working at Allied.
Allied, yes. Yes.
Right. I was working at Allied Mortgage at that point. So this is going to be a good one because I brought her back on after all these years because I see her kicking butt like crazy on Instagram, social media. You're still rocking in the market, but then you rebranded yourself a little bit too. So a lot's going on.
A lot's going on.
So what's going on?
Oh my gosh. So much is going on.
Well, so, tell us how you got started in the business because some people probably don't know you.
So I got licensed in 2010. Right after the whole crash of the market.
2010.
2010, yeah.
Okay.
And I know at that time, it was like people are like, why are you doing this now?
Yeah.
It was crickets. It was
different.
Dead. It was so different.
Yeah. But then you started doing good.
Yeah. So like I just took that as an opportunity to learn.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, what better time than when it is slow? And I would just go to the office and just listen to other agents and,
you had a good crew there.
Yeah. And a lot of old timers there too.
I remember.
Yeah. Monica took me under her wing.
Yeah.
She was my mentor.
I still talk to Monica. She's still in the business.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so
we cross paths every now and again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just like absorbed it all up to learn as much as I can during that slow time. And
you know what it is? You started picking up a lot of the younger buyers. The first-time buyers.
The first-time buyers, you know, my sphere of influence, people my age, so forth, because I was early 20s when I got licensed. So I was like a baby.
Yeah. It didn't feel like that office really picked up a lot of young people.
No.
Like you were like one of the youngest ones in there for a while.
Definitely the youngest.
Right.
Definitely, probably the
because it was an old
youngest
timer type of office. It was all right. It had to be because I remember I'm going through and it was just like you were the youngest.
I was the youngest, definitely, and some of those agents are still there, like probably on year 50.
Wow,
in the business, yeah,
they gotta be.
A couple, yeah.
Have you done any business in that office with anybody in there? Like, as it maybe like on the other side or anything? Like, if you had to return there for a closing or anything like that?
No, I haven't actually.
No, that's good.
I know. I mean, we still, you know,
you're young.
we still kind of keep in touch.
You don't need to go there, you know.
We'll keep in touch. I know a couple of the ladies got to
like,
you know, have done lunches over the last few years here and there, but I haven't really.
All right, so you
get started 2010. You know, did a little deals. I bartended for years too while I was getting started.
But you got a lot of clients from there.
Yeah, definitely. Because just always connecting with new people and talking and, you know, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
So, and then about 2015, 5 years in, I kind of took a little change of pace and switched with Keller Williams.
Okay.
You know, to me, that was like, whoa, like all new life.
Right.
A good switch
it's such
up.
a bigger office.
It's such
more
bigger office, up to date, like tech wise. You know, different like vendors and kind of stepping out of that zone where I was kind of like in a little bubble in Century 21. Like, you know, it was all in-house people and just all that stuff. So it kind of like opened my eyes to like, wow.
Like there is another world here.
Yeah, there is a whole nother world. So I was like able to finally like get out of my shell and like meet other agents and, you know, just
start growing.
There you go. Growing. Right. So it was a nice switch up for me then.
Did you go through the pandemic market or no? Or
I did.
So you did?
Yes.
With Keller Williams or
yes, I was still with Keller Williams.
Okay.
At that point, like I kind of had gone on a team too.
Okay.
But at that point, I'm like, it's this market, like.
I mean, the rates were 2 and 3%.
Yeah, and COVID hit, and it was just like a different.
It was a different world.
A different world. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to branch out on my own at that point. So that was, 2020. Again, that team thing was kind of short-lived, maybe a year or two.
With as many years as you have in the business, you could have started your own team.
I know.
You could still.
Yeah. But you know what? I take it as a learning experience.
You don't want to do it. Yeah, you don't want to do it. I don't blame you.
Even on the team, like I teamed up with amazing agents and I learned so much
from
them and like the marketing, just the the branding, all that. So, always an experience.
All right. So
COVID hit.
COVID hit, right? And then we speed through that market and then we, here we are.
Here we are.
6 years later from COVID even. That's flew by, right? It's crazy. Then you rebranded yourself.
Yes.
Right. So you came out of nowhere. And this is what I think a lot of people want to hear. Like, as you go through the seasons of your career, you change offices, you change teams.
Yeah.
You try to reborn again and do different things.
True.
Right. And
yes.
then you said, you know what, I'm going to rebrand my whole thing.
Basically. Yeah. That's what I did.
Let me start fresh.
And I
can do that after 16 years of doing this because I'm not scared. I know the business.
Yeah.
Right.
It's I mean, it's still a little scary, but
you go, mobile home mama, right?
Mobile home mama.
Right. Here we go.
Am.
So in the flesh, right. She's here. She's arrived. All right. So tell me what happened there.
So again, different phase of my life, had a baby. She's now 4.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And the reason I really wanted to get into real estate from the get-go was investment purposes. Like I want to, get some investment properties, do all that stuff too. Linked up with my brother and we kind of just like at the same time, like, these prices are crazy, like the mortgages, everything, people are outbidding. You have,
Right. I get it.
So we're like, how about mobile homes? And we're like, why not? Let's do it. And it's funny because like one of my first deals in real estate was a mobile home. I'm like, never again.
Right.
Never again.
And then fast forward 16 years later, and then you do another one.
We got one cheap. Did what we could to make our first flip
So
happen.
let me get this right. You're buying these and flipping.
Yeah.
It's not like you're going and just saying, I want to be a buyer's agent to sell them.
Correct.
I'm actually buying them and flipping.
Yes, which is how it started. And then it just has taken off. But that was...
Is there a big market for that?
It has, you say, it's insane.
Wow.
It's insane.
So you're just buying and flipping,
buying and flipping mobile homes. A lot of the parks don't allow rentals, so we can't keep them as, rental units. But we are able to go in, rehab them, and resell them. So just from being in the park, 6 days a week, we're over there working. Me, I'm talking to neighbors, so forth. So people are like, well, can you sell mine? Can you sell mine? Can you sell mine? And then it just kind of is taken over. So some of them are my flips, but a lot of them I am also reselling for clients as well.
Right. So you're doing the resales too. Right.
Correct.
But it's busy.
It's busy. It's a totally different market.
Is it all down in South Jersey going?
I do a lot in Salem County. Pittsgrove area.
Okay.
Yeah. I've kind of taken over that whole market at this point.
Okay.
So we'll see. We'll see where it
is there any competition or is it?
There's a couple other names that have been floating around, I think, for a while before I came around, but you're I got the billboard up there. I do.
You do open houses on them?
I do a lot of open houses.
And do people?
They show up. And you know what? Most agents don't want to work with mobile homes.
Now, the people that show up, are they specifically just looking for mobile homes?
Yeah.
Or maybe you can pick them up as a buyer to buy something else.
Yeah.
Where they look at a single family home or a condo or whatever.
Sometimes, and you know what? Like I do even from within the park, people like that are going to sell and now want to, upgrade
buy a house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that has happened. I've had someone sell in there and bought like a $500,000 house.
You're kidding me.
I swear.
So it can turn into a business.
Yeah.
Other than just doing the mobile homes.
Absolutely. Like people that are buying a mobile home are, faced usually like, I can't afford, a traditional mortgage right now. But they're looking at rentals.
You got to do a lot of volume, I guess.
Yeah.
In order to make money.
Yeah.
Right? Like
it's a lot. Volume. Yeah. Volume's high.
Yeah, volume has to be high. Like you can't just say I'm going to close one or two. Like you got to close consecutive as many as you can close in order to make money.
Yep. I would say last year I closed 38 deals, 38 units. Probably 90% were mobile homes.
Wow. 38.
Yeah, 38.
We're averaging almost over 4 a month.
Yeah.
So it's like one a week.
I have my little goal chart now to keep track. So I just checked off number 20 since January 1st.
For this year?
For this year.
So you might surpass.
That's the goal. I better. Yeah.
Wow.
I want to double, at least double.
All right, so you're going to try to get to 50, 60, I guess, or 70?
I'm shooting for 75.
75.
We'll see.
All right. So all right. So you've rebranded yourself. You're crushing it now in that market, which is good.
Yeah.
We bring a lot of these agents on every week, if you don't know, to find out really what's going on the front line now, as far as dealing with people and dealing with agents and dealing with, I know you see a lot because I deal with it. Hear a lot. You hear a lot, and there's, I can only imagine. So is the market, are you feeling that there's a shift in the market at all right now as far as people being on the sidelines and not wanting to do anything, or are you seeing? I mean, I know you're in a different market as the mobile homes there, but you probably talk to a lot of other agents.
Of course, yeah.
Is there a lot of pain out there?
There is, and even I still have buyers that buy regular single family homes and stuff, which I have a few right now that are just kind of getting very frustrated because it's the same deal. We're going in and there's already 10 offers. Getting outbid it. It's frustrating. You've seen a lot of that. What are you doing? Because every agent that I bring on, usually I ask them how do they win the bidding wars, right? Everybody has a different answer of how they're winning a bidding war right now. What do you think? What do you got to do? Pay them? Listen, I get creative. You know what I mean? I'll just start throwing stuff in there too. Like I've offered to handle the CO for the sellers, as the buyer's agent. Like I'll take care of it. I do have my contractor's license now as well. So really? So you can do the work. I could do the work. So like I'll throw that in there. That's big. Just even to be like, hey, whatever. Say my buyer's a landscaper. We've thrown this in there like, we'll handle free landscaping at your new house for a year, like something like that. Something creative. Yeah, something creative, also too, like. Are you into waiving inspections? Not totally. We've done like, the main components, like we'll waive cosmetic type stuff, but of course, like water intrusion, structural. Yeah, we'll do that. Also too, like different lenders offer different programs too. Right. So like, that's a great one. If you can get like appraisal waivers. Okay. Stuff like that. I think it helps. To get the accepted, help get an accepted offer. Because it's great if people are going whatever, 50 grand over asking, but what happens when, there's an appraisal issue? So I'm running into a lot of them, as you bring that up. The appraisal issues are really stressful right now. I'm seeing a lot of appraisals come in low. A lot of issues with the appraiser fighting to try to get comps and try to, they don't have anything to compare to, it's hard. And, then you leave the buyer in a situation where they need money and they don't have the money to make up the gap. And the seller's not willing to come down. And it seems like it's gone a little bit nuts there again. Yeah. And I think that's because everything went so high. Yes. And now there's nothing to compare to. Yep. You got to go outside of the neighborhood. And I think the sellers know that. Yeah. That they have nothing, that their houses went a lot higher than it should have. Yeah. Like, it's great. Like I tell people, if I can get you $1 million, sure, I will. But at the end of the day, what your house is worth is what your house is worth. Yeah, exactly. Like I can't. Do you tell them the truth? Do you tell them, listen, this is what it is? And they say, well, no, it's worth 500. And you say, no, it's worth 400. And they say, no, it's worth, is there a fight? Sometimes, but most of the people will listen. Right. Most of them. Here's the numbers. Like, sure, if we can, get higher, you gotta then great. But, there's also other things you have to worry about in that situation. Yeah. What a buyer's willing to pay is your market value, So at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. It comes down to market value. Yeah. But I think everybody thinks that their house is worth $1 million right now. Yeah. Right. That's all you get is everybody thinks that their house is worth so much money. Mm-hmm. And on the mortgage side, they're coming to me saying, I'm doing 5% down. Why can't you give me an appraisal waiver? Yeah. You cannot get an appraisal waiver with 5% down, right? And I think this is good to say. Appraisal waivers usually are like 20% down, 25% down, 30% down. You don't get an appraisal waiver with 5 or 10% down. No. It's a system that we run it through. And the system tells us, this is what, based on the scenario, you get an appraisal waiver. And if you do 5 or 10% down, you're not getting it. And I think there's a big misconception that the mortgage companies are just saying, you know what, let's put nothing down and get an appraisal waiver. It doesn't happen. No, it doesn't. You got to have skin in the game 100% in order for the lender to give you an appraisal waiver. But it's nice to get. It is. It's great. It helps. Yeah, it helps. But even still, I've had buyers that got shot down over that because, someone else came in even higher.
And came in the appraisal waiver and do all that.
Gave a gap coverage of so much. Yeah.
What are you seeing? A lot of cash?
A lot of cash ones too. Yeah.
Where's all this cash coming from?
I don't know. Give me some.
I've asked this before. Where are people getting cash?
Give me some. I don't know.
$400,000, $500,000 cash. I'm seeing 2 deals being outbid this week over $500,000 cash.
Cash. That's crazy.
And the buyers are putting 20, 30, 40% down and somebody else comes in cash at 500. What?
Yeah. I mean, you can't blame the seller, right?
Of course you're going to take cash. I just don't understand where all this money's coming from. Are there a lot of investors out there?
There's investors, but I think a lot of it too is people that have sold their house and have so much equity and are walking away with all that cash.
And they're just saying, sitting on that cash.
Like, hey, let me just buy something, whatever, smaller. I'm downsizing and just pay cash, no mortgage. And they still probably have money in their bank from that sale that, they just sold their house on.
Yeah. I mean, this week I put on my social media, I closed a bridge loan. It's my second bridge loan that I closed over the last month.
Okay.
Bridge loans are getting bigger and bigger right now, right? Bridge loans used to be way in the past, like when we started.
Yeah, like
now they went away.
Touch them.
Now and now they've come back with a vengeance. And I think that's because people want to buy and they can't sell.
Yeah.
Like it takes some time to sell. So they're saying, you know what? I need a bridge loan.
Just going for it.
And the bridge loan gives them the cash for the down payment and the closing costs. And they use that bridge loan for their new house. And then once their old house sells within 6 months, you got to do it.
Yeah.
Then it pays off the bridge loan.
Yeah.
And, there's a lot of that going on because I think that we've gotten to a situation where the inventory is not that great, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
And these people need to move.
Yeah.
And so they're saying, you know what, I'm going to go buy because there's not that much out there. And this is the first house in that neighborhood that I wanted to get. I need to make an offer now.
Yep. Yeah. Because these are, again, crazy. You're competing with so many offers. Then to be contingent on top of it, unfortunately they're just getting
contingent offers don't forget it.
Yeah. It's
what do you say when somebody comes to you and says, it's got to be contingent on the sale of my home?
I'm dealing with that right now.
I know you are, because it's like every deal, every other deal.
Yeah. And we put their house up on the market, got out there, put an offer in, of course.
Contingent.
No one wants to look at it. And we were having
nobody even wants to look at it.
I know.
Because it's contingent.
Yeah. They didn't even want to look at it. They're like, come back when you get something under contract. Okay. I
see a lot of agents saying that there's a lot of liars out there too. The liars are saying that they're not contingent when they are.
A whole switch up after the fact when you get under contract.
Right.
Yeah.
You seeing that too?
Yeah. Or they switched their mortgage, like they came in at conventional, whatever, 10% down. Now they're switching to FHA. You deal with that too.
And that's a lot too.
Yeah.
That's rough.
That's yeah.
That side of the business is, listen, we used to do that stuff, back in 08 and 09, you would pull the stuff off where it just wasn't the most legit. You would do a conventional deal or a conventional approval. And then all of a sudden you flip it FHA the minute that they can accept over. It was a different market then. Now I think, that doesn't fly.
No,
people can sue you.
Not good.
And they're sue happy nowadays.
Oh yeah.
Right. So they'll go after you. And so you got to be legit. And say, listen, it's contingent, or listen, it's an FHA loan, or listen, it's this loan up front. Because if you lie, you're going to get caught. And I think that the better agents tell their clients and loan officers tell their clients, it's better not to mess with that.
Yeah.
Let's not act like you're something that you're not.
Yeah.
Or you go in cash, right? And then you're getting a mortgage. And you don't tell anybody that it's cash up front. And then the offer gets accepted and then they go for a mortgage. And then next thing we know, they're declined for the mortgage. And there was never a mortgage to begin with up front. And then you run into getting sued.
Yeah.
Because
it can get messy.
It could get messy, as you know.
Yeah, messy.
Right. So, all right. So how do you think the Jersey market's changed over the last decade?
Ooh. Prices, obviously. I mean, besides, besides the sales price tripling everywhere,
the values,
have
jumped.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the biggest problem, you think, is how high. I mean, I guess it's good for real estate agents.
Yeah.
Because it's a higher price, but I guess it's harder to sell.
Well, it's harder for these buyers too. Like, I feel bad for them. Affordability. Yeah. I mean, and that's why I come in, mobile home mama.
Yeah.
Is, giving that affordable option to buyers, especially first time buyers,
What's the going range on what you're doing?
Usually like a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, single wide is under 100, usually like around the 80s.
Okay. So nothing
some
crazy.
90. Yeah. So, I mean,
so the mortgage payment is not high.
No, it's like literally like a car payment at this rate. Like a brand new car's.
Oh yeah. $1,000 a month.
Yeah. So
nowadays.
Right. So it's and again, they're like the ones that I renovate. So you're getting a completely, move in,
brand new.
Renovated home for under 100,000. Like, where are you getting that right now?
Yeah.
Even apartments, a 2-bedroom apartment's $2,000.
What do you think was the best year in real estate? That as far as out of all the years, what do you think was your best market that you think the agents would appreciate being in if it was that now? I mean, what's your feeling there?
I mean, I would think pre-COVID, but obviously with the prices and just
it was
inventory.
Normal.
Yeah, it was normal.
There was more inventory.
Yeah. Now it's tough. It's just all around tough. Like I even have like newer agents probably that got into it around COVID, and they're like, "What do you do?" Like, I have this listing and it's sitting. Like, how do you sell these houses? And I'm like,
they don't know what
my God. Yeah, because when they got into it, it was like boom, boom, boom. Like, not to say you really didn't have to do anything,
well, COVID,
but you really didn't really have to.
COVID, they were falling in our lap.
Yeah, I know.
Right? I mean, and the deals on our side were falling in our lap because we were getting a lot of refinances and stuff like that.
Like now as you have to get more creative, and your marketing has to be,
You got to spend money.
You got to spend money,
to market.
The open houses. I mean,
what do you think? So,
it's
as a loan officer, and a lot of loan officers that come to me that I even mentor, and some that I've mentored in the past have always come to me and saying, what's the biggest value add that a loan officer can give to an agent right now? Is it marketing money? Is it just programs? What do you think? Because you've been in it for a while, so I'm sure you've gone through some loan officers.
Definitely, yeah.
Some have come and gone, right?
Right.
I'm sure you get hit by a loan officer's left. How many times a day? I don't even want to know. You get calls all day?
All the day. I mean, every day. Not every day from lenders, but I would say at least once a week. Someone wants to sit down for coffee.
So it's constant.
It is.
So I mean, is it what do you think? Let's go for first of all, a new real estate agent. What do you think they need? And then let's go to an experienced agent like yourself. What do you think the difference is as what they need?
Yeah. Well, a new person, I would, and I've given this advice too, like definitely team up with a lender. Like, and it's not just like anyone, like you don't want to be partnered with someone that can't get the deal done. You need to build that trust, that relationship.
Okay.
But definitely partner up with somebody, because even if it's not like you feeding me deals or vice versa, like you're going to learn something.
Sure.
Like, even if you're just getting into real estate, like you don't know the mortgage application.
Yeah. Do they usually just go to the in-house lender? Like at that point, is it just that they fall into their lap because they're brand new?
Probably. But I tell everyone too, like get out there yourself. Like I can refer you somebody, of course.
People. Yeah.
You go meet people. Like, you want your lenders to have that relationship with you.
Right.
So again, I have no problem. If you need some names, I'll give you some names, but build that relationship yourself with that lender, because you need to have that trust. You need that communication. Like, you guys have to be on the same page.
Okay.
And then learn their programs. Like, I had an agent, she's newer, has like a VA background. I don't know if she was military herself, or husband, something like that.
Awesome program.
And I'm like, that's awesome. Run with it. Like, get connected with a great VA lender. Like,
that does the program.
That does the programs, know the program. Like, you want to know the whole, want to know the whole process, right?
Yeah.
And then I said, even ask them about marketing, because she can target like all the, a local base. I'm like, that would be great for you.
I feel like every lender right now is like just blindly offering marketing, but not really
knowing what they're, like what
just,
let's
market.
Yeah. Well, what are we marketing?
And then they're like, there's no ideas of what they want to do as far as marketing.
Like,
they're just saying, let's just do it.
Let's just do it. But what are you doing?
Right. What are you doing?
Yeah. I think like finding that little that little niche.
What do you think's working in the marketing side of mailings, I guess, and stuff like that? Or
really mailings nowadays.
Yeah, so forget about that.
I feel like
Social
at this point, it's all social media.
Social media.
All social media. I mean, look at every agent now has all these, like the videos, like of showcasing
Everybody's
the
doing
houses.
video.
It's all HGTV now. Like, it's tough. Like, there's a lot of changes, of course. Like, remember, back when, like, you would hand sign 6 contracts and hand deliver and stuff.
You remember hand signing contracts?
Yes.
I remember hand signing applications.
6 copies of the contract. And
then hand them all out.
Yeah, hand them all out, drop them all off. But and now it's all, electronic signatures and all that. So look at all of the way technology has evolved just there. And now same thing with our marketing.
So it's all social media now.
So
I see you on social media big time.
I know.
And you're doing videos.
And I'm doing it all myself. So don't judge me.
You're editing it. Well, it looks good. I mean, there's no.
Yeah, I'm doing it all myself.
You can't even tell.
Yeah, thank you. Except a couple of the house tour ones. I do have a videographer for that, but.
Well, video, you need that, I guess. Yeah. Walking through the house and all that. But as far as your own marketing, you're doing your own stuff and filming your own stuff and doing it all that way.
TikTok, yeah.
Yeah, TikTok. Everybody's doing TikTok.
I know, everyone's doing it. And I was like,
TikTok
I'll never
was
get
unheard
on here.
of. Back when we started in the market, there was no TikTok.
No.
And now TikTok has taken over the market, basically.
Yes. Yeah.
And Instagram and all that other,
Yeah.
craziness. And I think if you don't have a social media presence, you're dead.
Yeah, really, really.
Like the newer agents, I don't think a lot of them.
Well, it's hard to get out of your shell. Trust me. I didn't want to do videos. I'm like, this is silly.
Yeah.
Like what? But I did. But I was like, all right, I think a little over 2 years ago, I was like, all right, I'm really going to start just whatever it is, just posting something each day. Like even if it doesn't.
I think that's what it is. After a while, you just have to say to yourself, I'm just going to do it.
Do it.
Like, who cares what people think?
Yeah.
Who cares what people or who's watching?
No.
I'm doing it for my own business.
Yeah,
now.
whatever.
And if they don't like it, they don't like it. No. If they think I look embarrassed, whatever.
Whatever, yeah. Like you're only going to get good at it from doing it all the time, right? So the more you're making these videos or your edits or talking in front of a camera, you're only going to get better as you keep doing it. So
now, who's doing all the graphics for your posts?
Me.
If you go to her Instagram page, guys, her graphics are ridiculous. I mean, it looks like it's a portrait. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. So that initial mobile home mama cartoon or whatever, I did get that made off of Etsy.
Yeah, that cartoon is ridiculous.
2-3-ish years ago. So, ChatGPT wasn't really a thing then.
Yeah.
So I just did that. I got the cartoon, and then it looks
good.
Thank you.
I mean, it looks like
it does.
It looks professionally done.
A good job making it look like me and all.
Yeah. And you just change it.
And I just change it. Like I got on Canva and did the background remover and was able to make it its own little.
You got to know all that stuff.
Yeah, I know. But again, I didn't. I just taught myself. I was like, whatever.
Because marketing back in 2015 or 10, you didn't need. We didn't do any of that.
No, I'd be like, here, Alex. Can you make me some open house flyers?
That's what it was. You made an open house flyer.
There you go.
Right? Put some numbers on it.
Yeah.
And bring it hard copy, like a piece of paper, and say, here you go, bring it to your open house. Like you didn't email it.
No.
No, you handed it to the agent. You met with them or whatever, and you said, here's your. It was or you gave them flyers to hand out in their neighborhood, and they would put it in. It was old school marketing.
Yeah. So
there was no such thing.
Yeah. I mean, ChatGPT is a lifesaver.
Do you use that a lot?
I do. I just recently, probably within the last 6 months, because even before that, I was like, I'm not doing that.
And now you're doing it.
And now I do it. It's so easy. I can just take my little icon photo.
And it does it all.
And it does it all. I'm like, here, make this for me. Include this. And so ChatGPT, definitely for the win there.
Yeah.
But other than that, I upload all my photos. I'll do all my videos.
I think that's the new age of agents and loan officers. If you're not doing all that stuff in ChatGPT and having them do it for you, you're not gonna make it.
No, you have to stand out. You
have to stand out.
You have to stand out. Because even the Canva, if you go on Canva and just templates of open houses, they're to the eye, aesthetic, they're pretty.
Yeah.
But some of them are just bland, the neutral creams, pans,
whatever
browns,
it is. Whatever it is.
But
it's a different world. You have to say that if I think going forward, it's even going to get worse.
Probably, yeah.
Like everything's going to be automated.
All of it, yeah.
I think we're already seeing it in movement that the processing behind the scenes, everything's turning automated.
Yes. There's a lot.
Appraisals, I think, will after a while be an automated system that's going to, it seems like everything is heading towards computers doing about 60 to 70% of the business. Now, they're always going to need you. Yeah. And I think they're always going to need loan officers to be on the street to deal with the problems.
Exactly. Yeah. Because
the computer's not going to deal with a problem that we deal with. Like on the fly.
Right. A lot of that.
There's a lot of that.
A lot of that.
You see more deals crashing now than you've ever seen as far as, or you've seen problems more than you ever seen?
Yeah. But at this rate, it's just like another day.
Yeah.
But yeah, problem solving every day, low appraisals. I just had one last week where the buyers go for they were moving, we allowed them to move some stuff in, but we got hit with that heavy rain last week.
Yeah.
And here's puddles of water on the floor. I'm like, what?
In the
new house.
Oh my God.
So here we are panicking at 8 p.m., scrambling to get it resolved. And that's just what we have to do.
No computer's going to do that.
No, definitely not.
You have to be, you have to have a frontline person.
Right. And who's the frontline person? It's usually the real estate agent.
The agents.
Or you're in an issue with
the loan officers, right? You're right. Some of this stuff is so stressful right now. You can ask my family, they're seeing some ultimate breakdowns from me recently, which is probably not the best thing for my mental health.
No.
But you know what it is? I think after doing this for so many years and seeing so many problems, and you start to lose your patience with everything.
Yeah, that's true.
I had a lot more patience when I worked with you back in there. Now,
you're like, what are you doing?
It's like you just explode on people now because it's gotten you lose your cool.
Yeah.
And I think that's the part of the business that you really have to control, which I'm trying to.
Yeah.
But I think these problems hit you nowadays, and it feels like people nowadays, I think when there's a problem, it's like the end of the world.
End of the world.
Everything is like, oh my God, we're going to die.
Right.
But buying a house is not life or death.
No.
Okay. You need a house to live in.
Correct.
Right. You need somewhere to live, but you're not going to die if a deal gets delayed a couple days.
Yeah.
You're not going to die if you don't find a house because you're already living somewhere right now.
Right.
I just think that people have made little things into humongous
huge things, everything.
And that stress is poured over to the people that are trying to help them, which are me and you. And I think it's a different world that we live in.
It is.
As far as what people were back when we began.
Yeah. Well, even you think a lot of it's text. They're texting you.
Well, how many deals did you do on text?
Good amount, actually.
Did you do them on
but
text?
I get a lot of people that call me to sell their mobile homes. I'm like, send me some pictures. I can usually price it all out, and I'm like, all right, here you go, listing.
I can't tell you how many times I've texted somebody and said, can we get on the phone real quick because this is not getting, and they don't want to get on the phone.
Yeah.
They just they'd rather not.
Yeah, you have that too.
They'd rather just do this, and that is tough.
It's hard.
Because you can't get the full thing through of what you're trying to tell them, and then they're fighting with you on text, and it's like, if we just got on the phone for 5 minutes, we wouldn't be fighting.
Right.
And then it turns messy, and then they wind up giving you a bad review when you had just said, can we just get on the phone?
Yeah. Can we talk?
And now we're into a fight, and they hate you.
Yeah.
Because text, I think, comes through.
Yeah, definitely.
Not the best sometimes.
Not the best.
People don't understand.
No.
Or they take it the wrong way.
Yep.
You
do to deal with that.
What do you think the biggest risk was in your career? Was it switching to mobile homes? Was that a huge risk for you? Or was the biggest risk for you maybe going from a Century 21? Because there's a lot of agents right now that are trying to reinvent themselves, loan officers too.
Yeah.
To take big risks, to move to another company, to move to, from residential to commercial. To move from a loan officer who just does regular loans now to do only renovation loans, or a realtor who just does first time buyers to doing investors. What do you think was your biggest risk?
I would definitely have to say switching to mobile homes.
That was 100%. A big risk.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Did you think you weren't going to make it? Or did you think, I know that this is going to work?
I probably had a little doubt about it. I didn't expect it to blow up the way it did, but
okay. So that's a good risk.
I knew like, okay, this is a great starting point, like, especially for my investing side of it. Like, you know, let's do it. Let's try it. What's the worst that's going to happen? I didn't expect it to be what it is.
So if you never took that risk, you would have just been doing
getting by.
Realtor and right. That's what I mean. Just doing whatever.
Getting
by.
Getting by.
Working a few deals here and there. Maybe get on a team. But it would have been no risk.
Yeah, no.
So you would have never known that this thing was going to blow up because you never even took a shot.
Exactly. I definitely didn't expect it to be where I'm at right now.
Do you think agents and loan officers should take shots like that sometimes just to try to feel out like what's going on? Yeah.
And you know, I do remember early on, like this is probably back like the short sale days, you know.
I remember.
I forget even what training or whatever it was. I do remember them saying then like, find your niche. Okay. What am I doing? You know what I mean? We're all selling houses here, right? Like how special can...
Right.
What specialty am I going to have?
There's nothing sexy about it. You're just selling a house, right? That's great.
But now I get it.
50,000 other realtors.
Right. But now I get it.
That you have to have that niche.
Yeah, I get it. And I think that's the way to go. Because like, even though like I was like, again, I said, I will never do a mobile home ever again. And here I am.
Doing it again.
Every day.
It became successful.
Every day now. But you know what? Like that first sale I had after like my, you know, the flip was going on, I had listed like the neighbor's house or something. And here we are. It's a pre-76 home. Oh. So that's another thing with financing with these. Like you can't get financing.
Yeah, if you didn't know, you can't. You cannot finance a mobile home or a manufactured home before 1976 if it was built before 1976.
Wow. Yeah, that's the misconception there. So
you probably know more than me.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
So now I was like, I'm not taking no for an answer on this. Like I need to find financing. I literally sat like days
going through
just Google
lenders and whatever.
Googling lenders. I had like a, you know, white sheet of paper and I'm just going down.
That's hard stop. A lot of those lenders, they don't want to touch that.
Yeah. A lot of them don't want to touch it. So I found one. I found a couple, thank God.
And they're good?
Yeah, they're decent. One company in particular is like usually my go-to.
Okay. That gets them through.
That gets them through, and there's no age restrictions. So that's really like
that helps too.
That helps.
Right.
Helps a lot. Yeah.
I think you got to search out, and there are companies out there that are doing stuff that other lenders are not doing.
Yeah, true. Like having that specialty.
I guess there's no rate discussion then with your deals.
Not well, you know,
it's like
there's
the client's just going to take the rate.
They are. I kind of prepare them on it because it can be like a little bit of a sticker shock there because the rates aren't what a more like regular mortgage rate is. You're talking, it's usually between 9 and like 11%, sometimes higher.
Wow.
But
no one else is doing it.
No one else is doing them.
So you can't really say anything.
You can't. I mean, it's kind of. I just say it's kind of like a personal loan would be. I mean, your interest rate's going to be high, but then again, I mean, look at the rates on a regular mortgage right now. You're paying almost 7%.
Yeah,
so
they're high.
It's still high, but these are your only choices for lending wise, unless you have, you know, maybe a family member that can lend you $100,000. I don't know, but
sometimes they do.
You know, but
I like those family members that have that $100,000.
I know.
They're always good people. It's like where are they coming from?
I don't know.
That they have $100,000 laying around that they could just give to their cousin or friend or whatever.
There's one happening right now too. Same boat. Yeah, buying a mobile home for their son for like, you know.
So I'm seeing a big problem this week with COs and inspections and. I honestly, in May 2026, as we head into June 2026, May was one of my worst months ever with issues that I'm seeing on deals with inspections and COs. I've never seen this. It's extending the rate, and I got to extend the rate again, and then I got to extend the rate again. It seems like deals are just rolling now because we have so many CO and inspection issues on your side. Why?
Oh my God, COs. Wow.
The COs are terrible right now. Terrible. And I really have nothing to do with them.
I know, right.
So we just got to sit on the sideline.
You're like, what do we,
We're ready to close, right? We got to clear to close. And I can't close because the CO is not in.
No.
Or there's issues with it.
I will say this, COs. Every township has their own list of CO requirements. as a listing agent, I would find that out right away what that is. Like, I like to be prepared with my listings, especially if it's a town I don't really normally do business in, or
sure.
not familiar
So
with.
you want to know what's going on.
Yeah, like I already have the CO checklist printed out at the listing agreement, because you need to be prepared. A lot of like Camden County, they're just like smoke certs. Like they have the fire department inspectors that come out, smoke detector, you have a fire extinguisher, you're good. Then you have some that, like Deptford, for instance, is like 2 pages worth of
stuff that they want done.
So even, I know it sucks.
And then it's trying to get the person to go out there, I guess.
Yeah, then you're dealing with, again, like contractors. And then they got to get permits and
all this other stuff. And then that takes time. Then they got to come back out and redo it again and look at it.
The permits are...
they're tough.
They're tough because here you go. They're like, oh, yeah, it's a new hot water heater. Did you have a permit? Well, no, it's my house. Or, I had so-and-so do it. I had a company do it. And that's, from me too, of kind of being behind the scenes, like on the contractor side, I know the process now. Yeah. And like a lot of these contractors will be like, oh yeah, we're getting a permit, and they don't.
Right.
Like you need to know that.
And then you can't close.
Yeah, you can't close because waiting time for you to put that permit app in, they're legally allowed 21 days to process that permit.
Okay.
It's crazy. So that's a whole
I think the biggest thing on our end is the rate extension.
Yeah, because now
who's paying for these rate extensions?
Because now,
and like the buyer's getting hit every time we extend. It's $400,000 or $500.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
It's not cheap. It could be $1,000.
And it's only for what? A couple days, right?
Yeah, you get 7 days, 10 days, maybe 15. And you're paying big money to get 15.
Yeah, you definitely need to know these townships. Be prepared with them, but then also too, like. They weren't able to like work something out.
So some realtors say, get in a fight with me and say, well, it is what it is, Alex, and your buyer just has to pay another $1,000 in extension fees. Do you feel that it's the seller's responsibility to pay the extension fee then because they didn't get the CO, or are they being blindsided by the CO issues and didn't think that was going to happen to begin with?
Yeah, but when did they get the CO inspection scheduled? You know what I mean? Are they doing it a week before closing? They probably ordered it a week before closing, and now they're like, oh crap. But if especially if it's a permit issue, like
it could be another 2 weeks or a month now before we close.
Yeah,
right.
I would definitely say that's on the seller,
and they should be paying the extension fee.
But there should also be other ways around it too, depending on what the situation.
We can close on a.
Like, you don't need the CO.
We don't need it.
You as a lender don't need it.
We only need the CO when it's new construction.
Okay.
If it's an existing home, we don't need it.
Okay.
Like where it's not something that they call for, unless there's a specific reason the appraiser went out there maybe and said there's an issue and we need a CO for this, but that's rare.
Okay. Yeah.
But if it's new construction, then we need it.
You need
if it's never been lived.
The state inspection, right? That's different inspection.
That's a different inspection.
That's not a regular.
But I think that. So I have people fighting over extension fees. Nobody wants to pay the extension fees. The buyer doesn't want to pay. Everybody's blaming everybody. So I think there's a lot of stress there.
Yeah.
And then the stress of the inspections are, you get them under contract, you send us the contract, we start going full steam.
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks later, we find out that the deal's dead because the inspection came.
Yeah.
And I don't find out, right? I find out from the title company. Title company says, hey, Alex, why are you guys still working? Like, we're asking them for different changes on the title work. And they're like, yeah, Alex, why are you asking for corrections on the title work? This thing's dead. And you call the buyer and you're like, they told us the deal's dead. And they're like, yeah, it died about a week ago from the inspection. Would be nice to tell the lender that it's dead. Yeah. But there's no communication.
Yeah, I was going to say, there needs to be full
People just don't, they're just in their own planets. Mm-hmm. And they're like, whatever. And what are you doing now? I'm out shopping for another home. Yeah. Great. So I guess we kill this deal when we say you're out shopping? Yes. Okay.
Yeah, thanks for
letting me know. But I see a lot of inspections killing deals.
Yeah, yeah. But again,
it's an ongoing issue, So.
And it's...
I'm sure
you got to learn. Yeah, you got to know how to navigate through that. And I mean, and sometimes it is unsavable.
Yeah.
Sometimes like buyers will ultimately have cold feet too.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, you need to be transparent on what's going on.
One of the final questions I had, if you were to start brand new now, would you get into it now? If you,
I probably would still. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Well, it's all right.
Yeah.
Because I think most of the The older agents are saying no, because there's such a messed up market versus what they're used to. Which it is what it is.
The age I started though is
you were young.
I was young. I was early 20s. So
if you were early 20s right now, would you start?
Yeah.
You'd get into it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
They probably have a better advantage than, someone older trying to start right now.
Yeah.
Because they're so tech savvy and
they're all
I'm sure, they could probably pump out a video in 2 seconds. And meanwhile, we're over here like.
Yeah, but you'd be surprised at that because I see a lot of the younger agents that they may be tech savvy or a lot of the loan officers who are super tech savvy, but have no
common sense.
They don't speak.
Yeah. Well,
they don't, they don't have much of a personality. And I think you need that.
You need a personality.
You need to be able to speak to do the job.
100%. Yeah.
I mean, you can be really great at this.
Yeah, true.
But I think like how many closings have I been to over the last month where the title rep says, the loan officer came. Did they do the package? Yeah, they did the package, but they barely spoke. Or they don't speak, or a lot of them are just they sit in a corner, or they don't. It's just nowadays there's no, but they're awesome with this. Like they can do Facebook ads and Instagram ads, and they know how to run their social media, but they don't have that.
Well, then maybe they should look into, being the marketing person. Yeah, social media marketing person.
Right. Because you got to be able to speak.
We need that too.
We need a lot of that. I think we need that more.
Right.
Than we need people just
Come
doing
help me
the job.
out.
Because I always am open for marketing.
Yeah.
Stuff that I don't know.
But I do suggest finding a little niche.
Yeah.
But that's good for lenders. You did ask that, and I know we got off topic, but even as a lender.
What do you think the best niches are to find? Like, where do you think would be the most bang for the buck that would be quick right now?
Right now?
Other than the mobile homes.
Well, yeah. Stay away. No.
Yeah, right.
Just kidding.
No, she's not kidding. She's telling the truth. Come on.
I'll help you out.
You'll be on her team.
You can.
Yeah. But go ahead.
Renovation loans.
Renovation.
You mentioned bridge loans. I mean,
bridge loans.
Are they a pain in the butt to do?
They're not.
They're not. Okay.
They're not. They're a lot easier than what I thought they would be.
Okay. So there you go. Like that could be
that's a whole thing that you could really open up.
You really could. Yeah. Especially with, again, the way the market is and having a contingency is just,
But if you were a new agent right now on the real estate side, how do you get business right now? Because it's not like you just, like 2016 where we just
door knocked or call,
but now
did floor time, you know.
There's nobody coming. You go in the office?
No, not really. Maybe a settlement if,
that's it. But you don't just go in the office.
No, just to hang out.
Yeah.
Occasional sales meeting, but that's it.
Right. It just, nobody goes in the office.
Nobody goes into the office.
Nobody.
I tell them social media. I have a couple like newer agents that like help me out doing open houses. So, I'm like, you have to like bump this out on Facebook. You have to make your flyers. You gotta do everything. You gotta do everything. Like even I tell them, even if you're doing like I call them like a lunchtime open house, just go. And like one in particular, he's kind of catching on. He's like, you know what? I think this is the way to go. Like a lot of these mobile home buyers are unrepresented. So he has picked up some buyers that way. He has been blasting stuff on Facebook.
So you're like the 20th agent in a row that's coming on here and say, you got to do open houses.
100%.
You have to do open houses.
I know.
And I think that's just it.
Yeah. And you know what? Like, what's the worst that can happen? No one's going to show?
I think that's the biggest problem.
Like people have this
agents
worry.
go or loan officers will sit with the agent and then the loan officer and the agent, nobody shows up.
Yeah.
And then they both wind up leaving and saying, this is a waste of time. I don't know why I did it. I'm not doing another one. And they give up after the first or second round.
But what did you do to prepare for it?
That's what I mean. I don't think there's much marketing going on.
Exactly.
You got to market.
You got to market. And again, get out of your comfort zone. Get out of the box because like I do open houses, but like I'll reach out to what other listings are around me. What are those agents doing? So I'll reach out. Right. Hey, I'm going to do an open house. You want to do an open house with me? Maybe we'll get more people through.
Oh, do like a joint open house. Like if it's in the same neighborhood, like you do one and I do one at the same time. So they come to mine and then they go to yours.
Exactly. Hey, maybe one of them gets sold. If not, at least it's
like a block. It's like a block open house.
Exactly. And it makes it easier because, hey, if there's 2-3 houses
And how open are people to do that? Like, is that?
You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
Agents will. Yeah, some agents will.
They don't find that to be competition. Like they're just.
I don't know. I don't like. Again, hey, what's the worst that can happen? One of us get an offer.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Like our listing will sell.
Right.
Or hey, you might get a new buyer. I might get a new buyer. But whatever.
Right,
at least we're getting the attention and we're getting people through. Let's work together. Like the market, like everything's crazy as it is.
And how important do you think it is to have a loan officer at the open house with the realtor? You think that matters or no?
I don't really necessarily think it matters, but it is nice to have somebody there with you, especially again with like the way the world is.
Yeah.
Just to have that extra person for safety reasons. And hey,
For safety reasons.
Right. Yeah.
She wants a bodyguard there.
I need
just
a
to make
bodyguard.
Sure somebody comes in and breaks down the door. You have
never
a loan
know.
officer that comes out and beats him with his computer or something.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
But it is nice that you're bored. Right, let's say you're bored. If you have somebody there to hang out with and talk to and bounce ideas off of, it's good.
Yeah.
And the loan officers get business too, guys. They get business too.
Yeah.
They come in, somebody comes in off the street, you're looking for a mortgage, you hand them your stuff.
Yeah.
You say, oh, they're already pre-approved from somebody else. Maybe you could look at it, it'd be a second.
Yeah, second opinion.
Right.
I mean, hey, maybe they might not work with me. They're sticking with their agent, but maybe, they said, I love you, Alex, and I'm going to get my mortgage through you.
Right.
Like, you never know.
You could pick up somebody.
You never know. And what's it, an hour or two out of your time?
My favorite ones were the brokers opens.
Oh.
Because it's all agents.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And then you sponsor it as a loan officer.
Yeah.
Right. So you just hang out.
Yeah.
And it's agent after agent coming in.
Yeah, true.
And you're meeting some that you don't know and you're talking to some that you do know. And it's just you're mingling with all agents.
You know what's funny though? I feel like those kind of fizzled out.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, I still see a little here and there, but like remember like 10 years ago?
It was every week.
Every week would be.
So you see that a lot going away.
Yeah, that's fizzled because you know what? Look at the market. Yeah. Like the houses don't last long.
Gone.
They're gone.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Yeah, by the time you set it up and so let's do it in a week or two from now, it's already sold.
It's done. But I do think like getting like in those situations, those networking events and mingling with people.
Well, you do a lot of networking too, I know.
I have started the last 2 years. Like I made that a goal of mine too.
Okay.
Like I'm going to get myself back out there because it's been a while.
Yeah.
And
all right, listen, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
It was an hour. It was the fastest hour I've ever. I didn't even know what happened here. It's crazy. Like sometimes you can go on.
I know. And we haven't seen each other in so
forever.
Long.
So it's good stuff. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Keep rocking with the mobile homes.
Oh yeah.
You might see her in a mobile home neighborhood near you soon.
Yes.
It seems like she's taking over all of Salem County.
I am.
And go on her social media too, Jessica Johnson. Her social media is awesome as far as your views or portraits and different pictures and a lot of that's good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't do that.
It's Jersey Realtor Jess.
Jersey Realtor Jess.
There you go.
Okay.
And which now I have my PA license, so I don't know.
Oh, you do PA too? Well, you can't over here, forget it.
I know.
I don't think there's much mobile homes in the city here that you can inventory. I mean, I guess you have to go out.
I have no clue. I haven't even explored yet.
Yeah.
But I'll be
ready.
It's
good to have your PA license, though. It is. And I always say that to loan officers and agents that are friends of mine. If you have your Jersey license, get your PA license.
Yeah.
If you have your PA license, get your Jersey license.
Yeah.
You never know.
You never know.
You could get a deal that you fall into on the other side and you get it.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to refer it out. You do it on your own.
Exactly.
So. All right. I'll talk to you soon. I'm sure we'll have you back.
All right.
When you're a multimillionaire.
Sure.
You own every mobile home that it's known in New Jersey. And hopefully you'll remember us then too. So.
Yes.
All right, cool. I'll talk to you soon. This airs Wednesday, guys, 9 a.m. Check it out. And we'll hopefully have a good turnout and everyone checks us out. So,
yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome.